Good morning, lovelies. Victoria here. I am Anahitara Reiki. So Anahitara is a word that means to come from the heart and come from love. The Anahata chakra is the heart chakra. And I work very closely with love energy and love healing. So I am doing some videos. Oh, where you can find me. I always forget where you can find me. I am Anahitara Reiki on Facebook. Anahitara333 on YouTube. I'm going to be posting some videos. And Anahitara333 on Instagram. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys some stories, my history, how I got here, my journey is what I've been calling it, labeling my past videos. So I'm kind of like, I feel like I've been all over the place. It's been very hard for me to, hold on one second. It's been very hard for me to figure out an avenue to post my videos. I'm having trouble posting live Instagram and then downloading them to my phone to put them on YouTube. I want everything on YouTube. So I'm going to focus on YouTube, and if I get them on Instagram and Facebook, I will do that. That's how I'm going to go. So my first thing I wanted to talk about today is setting an intention for your morning coffee or whatever it is you drink in the morning. I've always asked, like, what do you say? Like, I don't understand. Just set an intention for your coffee. What words do you use? How? Just set an intention for your coffee is all I get. It's like if you watched Schitt's Creek and they are trying to fold in the cheese and she just keeps saying fold in the cheese. What do you mean fold in the cheese? What do you mean set an intention? I honestly, I still to this day do not understand that. So this is what I do. It kind of helps set the tone for your day when you do something like this. So I do like doing it when I remember. I definitely don't always remember to do it. So I just kind of close my eyes and I kind of say in my head, I set the intention for this coffee to hold peace and love. Or may my coffee hold the intention of peace and love. So that's how I'm setting intention. Oh, coffee. Gotta have my coffee in the morning. That's how I'm doing it. I don't know if that's right. I mean, there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. Everything is how you feel. I don't know if that's how everybody else does it, but that's how I'm doing it. So, if you have any insight, if you set intentions for your coffee, or if you do cacao ceremonies, I'd love to hear about those. So, I think I kind of pretty much left off with in my history. Let's see, I talked about the little nudges, and then I've always been so curious about learning new things. I've always been open to learning new things. And I think I also mentioned that I had 7 miscarriages. That during that time was a very dark time for me. And then divine timing. Okay, so here's the story. I hate just blowing over, just breezing over, because I know someone out there is going to be like, what happened? How did it happen? So my fiance and the doctors all decided that, came to the conclusion that my eggs were the reason why, my pregnancies kept failing. So through very much hard thought and decision making, we decided to use a donor egg. And that is not an easy process, picking out a biomom, or picking out, I mean, I guess I've never even really said that before, but picking out, I don't know, it was just very, very weird. How do you pick out someone? I'm looking, nobody looked, there was one person looked similar to me. My body structure, her baby photo kind of looked like my baby photo, actually. Very similar. So I definitely picked her. But everybody else was very ethnic in some way. I mean, look at me. I'm white. I'm very white. And there was a lot of Italian, a lot of, African American, and they were beautiful, all very beautiful. And I had to pick two. I had to have three options. So I obviously picked the girl that was, looked very, very similar to me. And then I had to pick two other girls that, I mean, I don't know. I guess I was shallow. I picked two girls that I thought were very pretty. Um, they, I want to say they were both actually more like Italian. Maybe I have a thing for Italians. I don't know. But anyways, so then you're put on a list. You're put on a list, on a wait list of, how many cycles this person has to go through before it's your turn, before it's my turn. So I was like, the girl that looked like me, I was like number 8 on her list. So if you think about it, that's 8 months or more, because, a cycle is a month. And, so I, oh my God, it just dawned on me that sometimes they'll have a lot more eggs because they're stimulated. I didn't even think about that. But anyway, sorry. So my thought was, I have to wait 8 months. You probably get between 6 and, I don't know, you might get 12 eggs during, a cycle with the hormones that you get and everything. So I was number 8 on her list. And then I was like number 4 and 5 on the other two girls' list. So I'm like, though, it's going to be one of those. It is what it is. I want a baby, you know. And I didn't even look at my email for, it was over a month, and I don't think it was quite 2 months. So I looked at my email, and there she was, and I got goosebumps talking about it. And there the email was. The girl that looked like me, was ready. Everything was ready. And I'm like, oh my God. And I only have 24 hours now because I had just looked at the email. The email was sent the day prior. You have 48 hours from when the email is sent. So I saw it the day after the email was sent. So I only had 24 hours to decide. Well, of course I was going to decide yes, but it was like that. Divine timing. And then I have this beautiful baby boy who I have my suspicions. If I'm getting the correct information, I believe I have one of my guides is Poseidon, and he is a guide for me because my son is an incarnation of Poseidon. And Poseidon is his oversoul. And I am going to help Cole, my son, on his awakening journey and all of that. So we'll see how all that plays out. It's beautiful in my head right now. I love it. So I think, it was all divine timing. He had to come to me when I was ready to wake up. So that brings me to my awakening. So like I said, I met this girl. Well, I had known this girl, and then she actually came to work with me. And while working with me, we got pretty close, and we're talking about the metaphysical stuff and crystals. Oh my God, crystals. I got into crystals. I went in, I bought a lot of crystals. Let's just say that. I have a meditation space full of crystals. I have a hutch full of crystals. I have a lot of crystals now. And that's where it all started. And then I met some beautiful, beautiful souls that have just kind of taught me little things here and there. There was Amy D'Angelo. She's a fantastic woman. She taught me the basics of energy. So just touching on the realms of working with energy and how amazing it was to feel the energy. And then I did sessions with her one-on-one, and we went through my clairs, which ones are more active right now, and my guides, who my guides are. Now, I believe that my guides are completely different than who she said, but that doesn't mean anything, because when she did that, when we did that session together a long time ago, they very well could have been my guides at that time, or at least been around. They were the ones who let her know we are here. So whether or not they're here with me now, they could be. I don't feel those energies right now. I have felt King Arthur. I think that's a very very strong guide for me right now. And I don't understand, like, I mean, I do think King Arthur was a real person, but there's all the fictitious Merlin, King, the Sword and the Stone, that's what I'm trying to say, story. So I'm not sure, I don't know. But anyway, I feel him. I feel King Arthur. How amazing. Poseidon, like I've said before, I feel Poseidon. I feel Mama Gaia. I feel like Mama Gaia is my oversoul. I feel her strong in me, whereas I kind of feel the other ones around me. I have a dragon, a very protective dragon. Oh, I mean, very protective dragon. When I feel the energy of the dragon, she just wraps around me, and when I talk, I just feel her just like coil, just like wrap around me and like hold me protectively, and it's not a pretty dragon. She's not a pretty dragon. She's the the real, mystical dragons that's like what's that movie with oh my gosh, Game of Thrones, like those dragons. Yeah. And I feel some others too. I can't think of them, but